Okay, hello, as you probably remember, I'm Maciek Przygórzewski.
And I am Furion.
Today we will be talking about the role of a coach on ATC.
Yes, because let's state what the current state of things is. Currently we have a coach who can participate in pairings, and he actually can't participate that much during the game.
We probably can swap a coach for a photographer this time, because if we will bring a photograph to the main event, we can also ask him few things during the pairings.
I also think that the photographer would be actually better, because he could, for example, make a photo of an opposing team's rosters.
It would be much, not rosters are open, but their deployment. Yes, the photographer could be much sneaker plan than bringing a coach. And the thing is, the photographer is free.
Yes.
Yes, we have got 20 euro more. It's something like that. And in most countries, 20 euro is a big rate of beer.
Yes, it is.
It's a much better idea to bring a photographer.
Okay, but on a little bit of a serious note, so currently what can a coach do? He can participate in the pairings, and he generally helps with ensuring proper communication within your team and also with the opposing team.
Yes, it's always good to have a guy who can talk with the opposing captain and
reason with
him, agree or not on some things. It's a rather fine thing.
Also, we see that most countries decide to bring coach, because it's not like he gives nothing from a play point of view to your team. He also brings something to the team.
Yes, it's nice to have a coach.
Yes, plus it's also considered prestigious to be a coach of a country.
Yes, if they don't want someone in a team like me because I was too weak, they gave me like a bonus. Okay, come with us, go, be a coach.
Yeah, and currently we have this kind of problem. Let's say it's a problem with coaches that actually that current duties of a coach, ensuring proper communication, helping solving the problems whatever may arise during the match, they consume, let's say, about half of time during a match.
I was a coach last year, and I personally think most of the time I was totally not needed. It was like I was walking one side of another, and my main thing was getting friends with the coach of the opposing team and laughing about what my guys did and what they guys did. We were like commenting internally between coaches what's really going. It was like, I think the role of coach was mainly like a PR guy, because he resolves problems and he's that good guy that is talking about the nice painted minis, about how do you see the pairings, how we see the pairings, how we don't agree on it, and we can go on a coffee.
Okay, so generally, what Maciej mentioned, this is actually a good thing, right? That we have this guy who is perceived as this public relations guy, let's call him. You can solve any issue with him, either regardless of which team player comes from, and it's a good thing. But we think that we have a small fix that can improve the role of coach to make it, let's say, more enjoyable and perhaps more skill based.
Yeah, it would in a guy who knows a lot of Warhammer and can help his team. Yes, but the thing is, if we will allow a guy to talk freely with a team,
this is a bad thing, because
I think
now we have, like, I don't know, of course a very specific example. We could have 8 mediocre players and one brightful coach who would just play 8 battles kind of simultaneously.
Yes, and the thing is that such a coach would be a best way to stall a bad pairing.
Yes.
Because if we will sit 2 guys on one table, there is no way that if they wouldn't like to play the 6th turn, they would ever do it.
So this is not our fix. This is definitely not our fix. This is one thing that we thought of when we came up with our proposition.
Yes, when we were writing the last year rules for coaches, we thought about it, and we dropped at all propositions of making the consultations on a specific level with a coach. However, we think that we can allow a team a 5-minute communication.
Yes, so this is actually our fix. Allow a coach to do a 5-minute communication per game, per player.
Even if both teams will take this time in a battle, it's 10 minutes out of 3 hours
and
game.
a half.
3.5 hours game, yes. So a game is like 200 minutes, and we will drop on the communications 10 minutes.
5%
5% is not a thing that will seriously start a game.
So how will this proposition work? The coach can still walk around the tables, help with all problems which may arise. He can always give a general direction to his player, like, okay, we have 2 massacres there, just secure a draw, and that's it.
Okay.
But once per game, per player, he can say and actually talk for 5 minutes, totally freely with him. He can discuss whatever he likes.
And a coach has to be asked for it. Because in this version, a coach cannot enter a table and say, okay, this is the very bad move, I would like you to improve it.
Yes.
The 5-minute communication would be really okay, because in a lot of battles there is some moment where there is a really important decision, what we are really doing, and it's nice to have a guy that we can talk our cons and pros about what's going on. Whether we are playing with a all-in or not, and how to do it, because 5 minutes is perfectly okay.
And so, to sum up, this is our proposition. A player may ask a coach to come with him and counsel with him, and it may take no longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. We don't think that it allows games to be stalled. We sincerely don't think that it will do any new problems during the game. So
the thing is, I even think that it may fasten the games, because it wouldn't be like, oh wait, I have to think about one thing. Because most of the communications will be like, it will solve the problems in those 5 minutes, and it will be 5 minutes and decision. We are in or we are not. And we will take some of this time later in this game resolve. So it wouldn't be like, okay, the battle is 5 minutes longer. No, some of this time will come to us. Because of it, we decided in those time, we make really important decision.
And that's it for this video. We ask you to consider this solution to coaching, because we think that it has some potential. Perhaps you have some other ideas how to improve the role of coach, how to make it more impactful on the game, but not to a level in which a coach plays instead of a player. And also, you must keep in mind that coach can't be a pain in the ass. Yes. He can't just walk around the table saying, fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this, and then he does another round. Because it can take you out of balance, out of your, let's say, comfort zone when you play.
Yeah, because you are still playing against one player.
Yes.
Because you don't have a second guy who just fixes your errors.
Exactly.
You still have got the same time for a battle, because the guy is not stalling the game for you if needed. The guy is not consulted every single time. And on the really important thing, such thing even can not happen in most of the games. You can consult him whether we are going not only do we need points? We are going all in, we are taking risk. No, we'll have how to do it if we really want to do it.
Okay.
Because there are such things in the games.
And that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments about this topic, please feel free to leave a comment here or on the Warhammer forum or private message.
No,
on Google Plus.
Yes, you can send us private message. Nobody does it. We have a lot of time to answer it.
Well, actually, we received lots of messages after the April Fool's Day prank, but
Yes.
after that it's kind of quiet in this area.
Yes. Most of the message was send us a book. We would like to say sorry for those guys who we didn't send this book.
Because we actually don't have it yet.
So once again,
Okay,
thanks
bye.
for your attention.